This morning, I talked about something bad potentially coming down on the cryptocurrency markets, but right before I could talk about it, for some reason, all the live streams crashed. In this video, I want to talk about exactly what I wanted to mention on the morning live stream, as well as at the end of the video, go over some extremely important chart analysis for XRP. Guys, make sure to stick around for this whole thing. You are not going to want to miss it. Like always, your support means so much to this channel. Thank you to everyone who takes the time to like these videos and subscribe to the channel. These two simple things really do help me out so much. Also, if you have a new good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange uphold down in the description of this video. With that said, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. Let's start this video off and talk about something that I believe is going to send the XRP haters into another frenzy, and that's that the SEC just acknowledged another XRP ETF. Now, the reason this is so exciting, in my opinion, is not only that we are seeing now the SEC proactively recognizing these ETFs, not only that we see these ETFs being filed by the big players out there, but most importantly, what the designation for XRP is in these ETFs. Because when you take a look at how these things are being filed, the SEC is actually acknowledging in these ETFs that the issuers are calling XRP a commodity. Directly in the ETF filing, they are saying that XRP should be treated as a commodity for their product. Now, the reason this is so interesting is because the SEC does not have to acknowledge these filings. They are choosing to. So the SEC is acknowledging that these people are filing for this ETF with XRP being designated as a commodity. Now, something really funny over the last couple of days, as I'm sure many of you have seen, is a lot of people have come out recently because of these reports, most likely, and started screaming from the rooftop that no, XRP is a security. Well, what I find so funny about all of that is these random individuals with very little credibility to their name, most of them just got involved in crypto in the last 1 to 2 years, seem to be so certain that XRP is a security, but all the legal teams behind all these major ETF applications are all taking a completely different view. They're all calling XRP a commodity. Who else said that XRP was not a security? The judge in the Ripple SEC case. Judge Torres literally said XRP is not a security verbatim in the case. What else did we learn? We also learned that the SEC is walking back their statements that XRP was a security. For those of you who paid attention very closely in the Ripple SEC case, the SEC initially came out saying XRP is a security, and then later on started to say, oh, well, we didn't mean the actual token, we just meant some of Ripple sales. I just want you guys to remember these things when you see these big people saying things like XRP is a security. Almost every single person who knows anything about the law is actually taking an opposite view to these points. And in fact, we are seeing real action right now that disproves this very idea. So I just wanted to bring that to people's attention. People are constantly coming to me saying, oh, have you seen this post? Have you seen this post? This person called XRP a security. Guys, I want you to do your guys self a favor. Go back, look what these people were saying about Bitcoin just a couple years ago. A lot of them were calling Bitcoin a scam, saying it was going to zero when it was at $3,000 to $4,000, the literal bottom for Bitcoin. And now that it's trading up close to 100,000, they're suddenly super bullish on Bitcoin. I find it super hypocritical, and I believe that a lot of these people fudding XRP will ultimately holding XRP at a much higher price point. I want to move on though and talk about something that I believe is going to be a massive issue in the cryptocurrency market, and I think we're just at the start of this. I made a video a couple days back now, probably talking about how I believe the top is in for meme coins. And I believe the main reason the top is in for meme coins and the bubble has now burst is because there's really no way you can one up the Trump meme coin. What celebrity is going to launch a meme coin that is behind or backing someone bigger than Trump? Trump is the ultimate meme lord. He's the guy who really made memes so popular in today's culture, him and Elon Musk. And I don't know how you're going to beat Trump launching a meme token. What celebrity is going to launch one who's more notable and more influential and more of a meme than Trump? I don't know who's going to. And it just makes every single one of these other meme coins be like, okay, well, yeah, that's never going to be the best because this Trump one is always going to be the best. And when you watch what happened to the Trump token, I mean, the chart's been absolutely destroyed. It's left a really bad taste in most people's mouth about these meme coins. And I just don't think you're going to see the same level of excitement moving forward because it really captured all of that excitement and killed it. But more importantly, there are some very interesting things going on right now in the Solana ecosystem. I don't want to get too much into the details. I don't want to make any allegations here. But what you're seeing right now, if you look very closely, is a lot of people at the Solana Foundation overlap with a lot of the major Solana exchanges, decentralized exchanges, and those people overlap with a lot of the people who are launching these meme tokens. And there seems to be some inside cabal in the Solana ecosystem that is essentially front running these meme coins, sniping them, and then dumping on people's heads. Essentially, it's a really bad look for Solana. It makes it look like one massive pump and dump chain. And if there really are these insider trading activities going on here, I think it's going to be a big issue for Solana. If this was just like one exchange or one issuer doing something like this, yeah, it's not really a big deal. It's just a bad actor. You can't do anything about that. But if you have a lot of overlap with the Solana Foundation, I think you're going to run into some really big problems here. And I'm just so happy this is happening on a chain outside the XRP ledger rather than the XRP ledger, because I don't think any of these headlines are really good. Right now, 95 to 96% of the transaction volume on Solana is having to do with these memes. And what we're watching is just rug pull after rug pull after rug pull of these celebrities launching these tokens and then the value just being absolutely eviscerated. I just think it's going to be a huge problem for Solana moving forward. I think it's going to be a huge problem for the entire meme coin market. These things are just moving to a scale right now after the whole president of Argentina thing, where it's going to require severe regulation at some point. There's no way this activity is going to go on forever. I think it shows how early we are to this entire cryptocurrency thing. I used to think, yeah, these things weren't big enough to really be a big deal, but this has really turned into a massive, massive problem. And I really worry about Solana's capability to get away from this narrative. There's really not been much going on that chain outside of these meme tokens, but I do think it bodes really well for assets like XRP and companies like Ripple, who have always taken a different approach. We have seen this all the time in the cryptocurrency industry. People get really excited about a certain thing, they full port over to it, they start dumping in all their old bags, start going crazy on meme coins. The speculation dies. Essentially, one thing or another happens, and suddenly the entire thing falls apart. I think you're going to see the same thing with meme coins. I don't know if it's going to be regulation or the fact that these things have just kind of reached a tipping point where you really can't do much better than the things that have already been launched. But it seems like to me we're getting there very quickly. And I think it's going to be a huge problem for chains like Solana that have essentially built their entire ecosystem around degen gambling. I think the interties between the Solana Foundation and a lot of these other projects who are facilitating this is also concerning. I see a lot of people essentially being forced to shut down what they're doing. It's going to kill volume. People are going to start flooding the token. It's how I see it playing out. We'll see what happens, but I have a lot of concerns around what's happening in that ecosystem. And I think it really bodes well for putting a new taste in people's mouth with something like the XRP ledger. Now, talking about XRP, I want to talk about the XRP price chart because right now we are watching something incredible happen. Right now, the growth in large accounts holding XRP is astronomical. Take a look at the trend for people holding more than $100 million in their account. We are watching right now those trends skyrocket. Large accounts, big whales holding XRP are going absolutely parabolic. And I think it comes down to one clear thing. People are finally starting to understand the things we have been saying on this channel for a very long time. This market, as it stands right now, is not going to be the market of tomorrow. Right now, people are really just speculating and gambling on a whole bunch of different garbage that is never going to persist into the future. Yes, you're still going to have meme coins and stuff like that, but it's not where the real money is going to be. At the end of the day, these are financial products. These are different ways to move money and create new layers to the financial system. It's so much bigger than just gambling. And that's what most of the cryptocurrency market does not understand. Their head is in the completely wrong place. They don't understand that these things right here are building an internet of value, a new layer for the financial system, a new digital landscape. And the smart money in the background understands that this is going to take place. And I think that's why you're seeing the whale wallets go up so much. These people understand the regulation that's coming. These people understand that we are finally going to have a pathway for these utility based protocols to garner mass adoption. And at the end of the day, that money flowing into these institutionally viable protocols is going to make everything we're watching in the meme market look like absolute pennies. It is going to be a paradigm shift. This is what's happened in market cycle after market cycle. The speculation gets weeded out, and the players delivering real world utility, building real world products, and long term institutional network effects. Those are the players, those are the projects that are going to win and garner the most value. Now, speaking about all that, I want to talk about the XRP price chart because we're doing something very interesting right now. XRP just found its long-term support here over the last couple months. This has been a trend line. XRP is very much respected. And right now, we are testing that trend line as we speak. Now, as you can see, the last time we formed this symmetrical triangle pattern, we had a big breakout, and it looks like we're forming another one of sorts right now. What I really want to see XRP do is continue to trade sideways in this region, continue to respect this bottom support, and really just move to the end of this thing and eventually break out the top. I think the chart looks really good for that happening. We had this mass liquidation event happen a couple weeks ago, and XRP still popped up back up above this support. If you put that alongside the amount of whales accumulating the token right now, when you put that alongside the XRP ETFs coming, billions of buy volume coming to XRP, and the cryptocurrency regulation that is likely going to allow XRP and other utility-based crypto assets to be used for their full intended use case, I think the catalysts are far too bullish to be worrying about a downside breakdown. With that said, though, there is one other chart I want to show you that I believe is even more bullish, and that is this long-term weekly chart for XRP. Guys, this thing is playing out to what we saw in 2017 to a T. And a lot of you understand I'm not the type of person to just be constantly saying, oh, this chart looks the same, this chart looks the same, therefore this is where the market's going to go. That's never been me. But when you take a look at these charts, guys, I think it's really, really hard to ignore. If you just compare right here where XRP hit its local high in 2014 to right here where XRP hit its local high in 2018, you can see that XRP then retested that top trend right here in 2015. XRP did the same thing in 2021. But the most important thing is happening right now. Right now, XRP is currently consolidating on top of this top bar, this top resistance, the same exact way it did in 2017. These charts are almost identical. And what we know in 2017 is after it kind of confirmed that it was ready to start breaking out to new highs, we had a massive parabolic rip. It looks like to me we are doing that same exact thing right now. Nothing looks different. And if we didn't have the fundamentals to back this up, if we didn't have this massive change in cryptocurrency policy and all this bullish momentum going for XRP's fundamentals, I'd be looking at this with a lot more skepticism. But the fact that we are seeing that same level of real world adoption, that same level of real world hype, that idea that we are finally going to move into a brand new market where a lot of these things have the network effect and utility to really drive that long-term adoption, those things coupled with this chart right here, I think is an extremely powerful combination. One of my favorite things to ever see is in investing is when you see the fundamentals aligned with the technicals. It's extremely rare. A lot of the meme coins pumping recently, right? They have the charts, they have these interesting parabolic movements and all that, but there's absolutely no fundamentals. One of the most interesting things about XRP is both are aligning right now at the perfect time. Everything looks like it's playing out perfectly to get that next big move for XRP as we usher in a new wave of holders, people who understand that this market is going to change forever, and cryptocurrency networks used to facilitate the next generation financial system are going to be the ones to win the most. I just wanted to share this with you guys. Very few times do I look at a chart and say, you know what, this is indicating that this is going to happen. Guys, when I look at this chart, first of all, obviously, like I talked about, the exact reflection to what has been taking place from 2014 to 2017 to now is fascinating. But when you couple that with the fact that this is really the most bullish phase of XRP fundamentals I've ever seen, I think it's really hard to ignore what we're watching. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. And for now, Mickle out.